Did I stop touching it too soon?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Swear to God.
That was funny.
Swear to God, Ben.
Rad.
Hey, everybody. Smile. Waffles.
Benny!
Dale Carad. Patreon.
Instagram. Fetch is not.
So anyways, I got this stupid ear thing in.
I love so much.
Yeah, so...
Before we start.
Yeah.
Because I kind of calculated it out, and this episode should be releasing like either the week before I go to Japan or the week that I go to Japan.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
So I just kind of want to put out there, if I thought it'd be really fun, like to pick something up in Japan for another giveaway.
Okay.
But I am open to suggestions as to what you guys would find interesting that I could bring back to giveaway. So if you have any suggestions for things that you would enjoy to be in a giveaway that aren't like outrageously expensive. Remember, this is Japan.
No samurai swords, guys.
No samurai swords.
Customs and all.
No. Let us know in the comments, because I will shop my heart out in Tokyo and try and procure whatever is suggested.
Perhaps some nice green tea.
Skincare, makeup. This is on the anime video. I think we have more males watching.
Yeah,
our
I don't
anime
think
videos, more
yes.
females watching our K-pop videos. But anime related stuff, whatever.
Yeah, so that also brings me to another. So the way we do this, if you guys didn't know, is so if you, I don't know what we're on now, 10?
10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're doing 10 now, or you're watching 10, but that means you're probably watching 4 or 5
Right now.
that just came out. So we're like ahead. So, try not to expose too much of the story because, we're trying to watch the thing. And the only other thing I wanted to brush on really was, we're just 3 people watching an anime show. It's not like it's just our opinion and our take. It's not really a debate or anything. Like, we love comments and we love hearing from you. But if it's like, if it's relevant to something that happened, I guess it's good. I don't know. It's weird to be on the internet if you never have done it and then have people say weird shit. So it's like, okay, sometimes we don't know where to put it and we're not ignoring it. It's just, sometimes it's confusing as to what exactly you're talking about. So we'd like to believe that people that have either seen Death Note or are enjoying us reacting to Death Note would have like a little more, like, you're intelligent enough to just contribute to a logical conversation as opposed to weirdness.
What, like people being mean?
No, just being weird. Like, what are you talking about? So there was a couple comments that have to do with like hair color. Right? Or
loudness.
And like, if I'm in my brain, even though I'm maybe naive about all this, like, so anime fan, why would you have problem with a hair color?
It's not. It's you got those comments. I don't put any stock in them. It's people trying to find. No, it's people trying to. I think they think like we're gonna have like our feelings hurt.
Oh,
we don't have feelings.
We don't have feelings. No, honestly, I just don't care. Like,
well, there's that. So, I'm not gonna say I don't care. I actually, these two fine folks read the comments way more than I do, and generally it's when it's brought to my attention, like, hey, did you see that? Otherwise, for the most part, I just make the videos and then keep on rolling. So I don't know. It's weird. Add. Don't subtract. Be better.
I don't know if it's weird. I think it's actually pretty in line with how people are on the internet. Anonymity, behind a computer, blah, blah, blah. I have to tell you, we have like quite a few people who have been coming on to critique us and how we...
super rad people, too.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they're not nice comments. They're critiquing. They say, I don't like this. This is annoying. That's fair. Like, please do tell us. Like, we don't know. We're just,
Well, at the end of the day, it's just an opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if you truly love it, and what we think of it is not going to affect how you feel about it. And if it does, reassess.
But if you passionately feel like, you know, that, like, light is God and King or whatever. And like,
Which he's not.
And we're actually like annoying you by shitting on him so much. That's a fair critique because we do.
I'm still gonna shit on him for the record.
But you know, again, like it's kind of
now it's like a comedy.
It's a reaction.
Yes.
Like it's how we react. I mean, I guess we could like pretend it doesn't.
But
like
me?
yeah, but like, would that really be that interesting if we're sitting here like just kind of giving you guys what we think you want to hear versus what we actually feel?
Or you could just have me going like this.
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people want that.
Yeah, that's what they want.
You don't want that. We are at where we're at.
We have 27 more episodes.
Well, not only that, but
That's a lot.
Like we're barely touching the surface here.
We haven't even dipped our toe.
No.
Right. If a character changes in some fundamental, monumental way, then of course we're going to react to that as well.
And we'll have to eat crow if that happens. I mean, I'm not opposed to admitting I was wrong.
So, she'll hate this. If you were a Star Wars fan,
Oh, Jesus.
you'd think that Darth Vader was a fucking asshole. But then you get his backstory later on and you go, oh, he's all right. He's kind of a tortured soul. You get it? But you spent the first 3 years of watching it thinking he's a dick. It's storytelling.
Oh, the school. They were going to school together.
Oh,
so that was a big deal. That'll be fun.
Sure. That's when I asked her
Ella's
editor.
out in the open now.
I asked our editor, are they roughly the same age?
What are we talking about, filler? He exposed himself to Kira.
Yes.
It was definitely not a filler episode.
Well, again, I'm 52. I don't know what I did yesterday.
Actually, I feel like that was really pivotal turning point in the story.
That was a good episode, yeah.
It's going to completely change how they interact with each other. So it'll be interesting to see the ways in which that manifests.
All right. I don't even know how to work these goddamn
Just
things.
put it in the correct direction.
Come on, old man.
Pointing
with your
down.
naivety.
There you go. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Let's watch some anime. Like, where's the bass, man?
I
gotta feel it. I want it to, like, mess with my eardrums.
Fine when I work out.
You love the intro.
Hey, no talking over the video. What are you, femtard? Whatever the fuck they call you?
Femtard is good.
I like that.
A lib bitch?
A lib bitch. Yeah, a nasty gal.
Wow.
What did you just say?
The rock star is tart, man.
Well, you did love this.
You said no. No mouth noises, and there you go.
No mouth noises.
Who's this?
That's Big Titty Goth Girl.
I want to get to her.
Misa is her name, I believe.
Oh, fuck this. I'm just kidding. All right.
Stop there thwacking a tennis ball.
Oh, jeez.
I never thought you'd ask me to play tennis as a way to get to know each other. Is
Me
it a
either.
problem for you?
Oh, boy.
But when you first invited me to play, did you know how good I was? Yes.
Oh, somebody did bring up the tennis scene
It's been a
in the
Right.
comments.
So he's gonna be good at this or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not really a spoiler,
No.
so.
I know Kira hates to lose.
That's funny. That's awesome.
What?
The fact he's going to kick his ass.
I don't think he is gonna kick his ass.
Yagami, what about this L character? Can he be trusted?
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are.
Because he's done Death Note and things before.
Yeah.
It's not his first Death Note investigation.
Else?
It's not L's first. L's done it before.
Those are like Yagami and Hideki Ryuga. These are the same two guys who scored perfect on the exam.
Who are these bro douches?
I suppose I could just lose on purpose, but if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't see any way that he can profile me based on a tennis match. So, I have to assume he has some other goal in mind.
The fucking hair blowing.
They're going to work.
They're moving very quickly.
We'll have to go to Task Force headquarters. In all things, one cannot win with defense alone. To win, you must attack!
Uh-oh.
Oh my fucks! God.
If you say so.
But that does show you how evenly matched they
Yeah.
are.
Sure, I
Like,
think that's the
Yeah.
point, right?
I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact
Ooh.
Kira.
Wow.
Now,
Ballsy.
if you still want to ask me something, then please go ahead.
I love him.
No matter how little he says he suspects me, It means he has grounds to prevent me from meeting anyone on the task force. It was quite the preemptive move on his part. He got me.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me this place. I can see why you like it.
Not to mention, we're so out of the way here, no one's gonna give you a hard time about the way you sit.
I don't sit like this because I want to. I have to sit
Ooh,
like
why,
this. If I
L?
were to sit normally, my deductive skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%.
Why?
You're under no obligation to do this, but would you mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills?
Sure, why not?
Oh, right now.
Photographs of 3 notes written by prison inmates while under Kira's control just prior to their deaths. None of this information has been made public.
But there are obvious print numbers on the back of all these photographs. Arrange it in that order, we get L, do you know? Love, apples, gods of death.
Because that makes sense.
And based on that, it's hard to believe that Kira would have wanted you to read it this way.
That's incorrect. L, do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
Oh.
But seeing as I only had 3 photographs to work with, my deduction was perfect.
No, it wasn't.
That is smart. He knows that's gonna
Yeah,
bother
piss him
him.
off.
Yeah.
Damn him. It wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills. He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his
He hasn't fallen for the trick yet.
But it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The more impressive my answers, the more of a suspect I become.
Yes, it's about 3% now. However, it's made me that much more determined to work with you on this investigation.
So has it.
I think I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity. If you can't do that, then I'm afraid I just won't be able to help you.
You sure talk a lot, don't you? For someone. Now, if I understand you correctly and I take you to task force headquarters, you'll help us with the investigation.
Does this guy have a death wish? I don't understand. What's he thinking?
Excuse me.
I don't think he has a death wish because I don't think he can be killed.
Yes?
That's my take.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your...
My father, he had a heart attack.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
not yet. No. Or is this just like karma?
Right, he wouldn't kill his own father,
Well,
would
he'd
he?
have no reason to at this point, right?
That gets a little gray
Oh,
area.
Well, he's definitely over that moral line, so maybe.
Yeah.
But I would think it would be too early. I don't think his villainy has deep.
Can L do it?
L has a death note.
I don't think so.
Could L be like, fuck you, bitch?
Oh,
He may be
gnarly,
okay.
though.
If they're in the hospital, he's not dead. So.
This
he
was
just
in fact
had
a
heart
natural.
attack. Yeah.
That's correct. This man is L. To protect his identity, we on the task force refer to him as Ryuzaki.
I think that's one point in L's checkbox. Like,
My father wouldn't lie. The very same man.
we've been seeing Light get the one up a lot,
Yes.
but I think this is
Al
L getting his one up.
The investigative team. No, let's face it. It wouldn't be that simple. But for now, I'm the Light Yagami who's worried for his father.
Wow, he has to pretend?
Not long ago, Kira killed 12 FBI agents who'd come to Japan to assist us. One of these agents, Ray Pember, exhibited unusual behavior
The
before...
one from Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
I understand. And I was one of the people Ray Pember was investigating before he died. It only makes sense I'd be a suspect. Nope, to be more precise, there's no one else you could suspect. Also, I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him.
No, right. This is a time in your life when you should be studying to become a police officer.
God, his dad looks like shit.
He just had a heart attack.
I know he looks bad.
Dad, that if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
That's sincere, though.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out...
Unless he kills himself,
This doesn't seem like an
which he could.
Or if it is, it's too cheap.
Thank you, L.
I could see Light killing himself like in like a...
Kira
Hold on.
is pure. No matter how you use it, no true happiness can be obtained like that. Not by killing
Ouch.
other people. Ryuzaki, I'm sorry for all this trouble, but I'll be back at work as soon as the doctors let me out of here.
Excuse me. Visiting hours were over 10 minutes ago.
Get the fuck out.
Okay.
Leave.
What would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira? Please, isn't there something?
If you aren't Kira, it won't be necessary. Let things run
not
their
wrong.
course and the truth will be revealed.
Where's Ryuk? He's normally hopping and making comments.
Hideki Ryuga. Ryuzaki. He's the L I've been fighting this whole time.
Are you not Kira?
Nope.
There he is.
I'm happier than I've ever been, all thanks to this power. I'm going to create a perfect world.
Honest.
The delusion.
Yes.
Normally, humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
Ooh, are we pivoting here a little bit?
Well, it's already started with his dad.
Yeah.
What is it? So who is this from? Huh? A message to the world from Kira. If you do not broadcast these tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors one by one.
Oh boy.
Holy crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I saw the last move coming, or some version of it where, because when he offers to put himself in a,
Oh, to give the
so if
tapes,
he
what you're
offers to
saying?
put himself in a jail cell, he has to be able to kill people outside of being there.
which means
So-
he has something planned already.
Correct. So he's already got that. But
Yeah.
so like I was saying, I don't know. The only way that light in my head can be redeemed is if he like kills himself, but like in a
Self-sacrifice.
crucifixion, kind
Yeah.
of a Jesus almost way,
Oh,
Interesting.
where he's like, okay, I'll take one for the team because I need to destroy Death Notes forever. Like any version of a Death Note. It's kind of how
I don't see that happening.
but I could see him. Whatever. So if he's that cool, then he needs to get rid of all evil or Shinigami or the god of death in general. So he needs to take out all of them and himself.
Okay, so I think what's possible is that something because I think there was some foreshadowing there with the Shinigami saying
You're
that
cursed.
the people who come into contact with Shinigami
Well, Elle said
only have
that he was
only
the
have
light's
misfortune
cursed.
who follow them. I think that's foreshadowing. Things are start.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We're
So-
pivoting, yes.
No, I think if he can take him out, then that's kind of redeeming. But it's almost when I was watching The Walking Dead,
Again.
well,
Yeah.
when it came out,
Yeah.
initially it was zombies that drew my interest because zombies are fun.
Yeah.
And then obviously the storyline turns into the way human beings interact with one another
And how
within their
terrible
group
they are.
and how they went groups outside. And the zombies became sort of a nuisance.
Like insulary, they don't even
like
matter.
mosquitoes,
Yeah.
because you can kill them at
There's
will.
like a peripheral.
Right. So
concern.
clearly this story is going from, the people that Light has killed are sort of whatever, dude, to like now we're getting into an actual true moral conundrum.
Yeah.
And Elle is very astutely sort of throwing it in his face.
Yes.
And he's going,
Oh, man.
he is starting to snap and be like, oh shit, maybe there is actually something
I gotta
wrong.
tell you, the way that Elle is, I don't want to say throw it in his face because it's not exactly what he's doing, but the way that Elle is sort of like subtly taunting
Oh, yeah.
Light is
Oh, it's
masterful.
awesome.
No, just-
it is very, very
So-
fucking clever.
Elle got
Well,
a
no.
W.
Literally,
Yeah.
hide in plain sight.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, you don't have to look for me. I'm the guy.
But without like not showing a single shred of concern, like showing him he is not even remotely scared.
Right, which
No.
makes me wonder if he can be killed.
I don't know.
I think he can. Well, I don't know, but because we've talked about he has some really weird mannerisms that aren't.
There's something special about him. I don't know what it
Okay,
is.
so he's either trolling and saying if I don't sit like this, I lose 40%, or there's something about the way
No,
he
there
has
is.
to
I
sit.
think there is something.
Or it's a troll. And he's like, I don't know, it's the way I sit.
He is funny too. I like.
But
Yeah,
we don't know.
I know.
And that's sort of like the kind of coolness of the show because there's like these huge question marks over like a lot of things.
Well, yeah, of course. And that's why, I can understand how this show would have been popular in not just in anime circles, but in any circle, because it does subtly present a lot of moral questions.
Right. And there's so much nuance to those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, so there was I think this. Did you ever see The Departed?
No, I did not.
So I think it was based on a Japanese made.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So essentially, it's a cop movie, but
Good
there's
cop, bad
good,
cop.
Yeah, but the good cop. They're both cops, and one's undercover and one's sort of undercover, but he's undercover for the criminal underworld, and he ends up being put in charge.
Departed?
I don't care. He ends up being put in charge of the investigation to find him. Do you follow what I'm saying? So the dirty cop is investigating himself.
The dirty cop.
The dirty
so
cop
they're
is
never
trying
gonna,
to find the dirty cop.
Right.
So he's like, they got me looking for me.
Right.
So L is kind of doing that thing like, well, I'm right in front of you. I'm looking for you, or are you looking for you?
Or are you looking for me?
Could you imagine Light being pulled in on the investigation? So now Light is looking for Light.
And getting all the information.
All the intel.
And L's just sitting there watching him do it.
Yeah.
So
and L is clever too, so let's not.
Well, no, so in that position,
was telling us they went like
100%.
here and here.
Yeah.
There's no one has the upper hand. They'll have tit for tat. Like one will have the upper hand at another time, but they're here.
Yeah.
Well, and in that setup, to me at least, all L has to do at this point, or if he sets it up correctly, is sit back and watch and just wait for Light to do something. So
Light is going to talk himself into the grave.
Oh,
like,
yes! Stop
he can't
talking!
help himself. He's so smug and arrogant and confident in his infallibility that he's saying things he really shouldn't be saying.
Yes, just stop talking.
Correct.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. Or
that's how I maintain a healthy marriage. I just
to which one of us nobody knows.
I stop talking because I really whatever, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing. L has set himself up in a way that all Light has to do is mess up once.
Oh, and L's gonna be
right, and L can mess up almost indefinitely in multiple ways because he can go, yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Light can never go, I don't know.
No,
he can't say I don't know.
On.
Right.
Yeah. If he's not one step ahead, he's caught.
So if you're constantly lying like that, no matter how slick you are,
you're gonna get caught.
Especially when somebody as bright as L is watching you.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you can see the stress starting to get to him.
Oh yeah.
Like he's struggling. And we haven't really seen him struggle before. Before it was just pure arrogance. Now there's a little bit of hesitation and questioning of himself.
Yeah, well, he's also weirded out about his dad.
But kind of. Because he's like, should today I'm going to, or now I'm going to be the troubled child worried about his father.
Consequences of his actions,
yes.
Right? Like, he's the one. He's why his father has a heart attack. His father is stressed out because he's investigating Kira. He's Kira.
Yes.
Well, no, all the death he was responsible for was sort of out there. Now death is right in his front
face,
of him. Yeah. And he's like, oh, shit.
But he's not really, because he said he's happier than he's ever been.
He's kind of
it's we're just starting.
Yes, his pivot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll see.
That was good.
That was a great episode.
That was a really good episode.
Maybe my favorite episode.
Yes, I agree.
So far. And there wasn't even the death god in it. Very
often.
But he showed up when he had to, and he said exactly what I figured he would say.
Oh, that
he does.
He's like, I don't care about human beings. I'm just playing games, enjoying the show.
Bad stuff to bad people doesn't matter. You're still doing bad stuff.
Yeah.
Ultimately, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's why I'm contending that I could be completely wrong. L is
special.
Not from Earth. Or maybe from Earth, but yeah, whatever.
There's something about him. We'll find out.
Or maybe he's cursed by a death note.
He knows what it is.
Like maybe the death note has made him like.
L knows what a death note is.
Weathered.
L may have owned a death note and is now all cursed.
Of that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good call. L is cursed by his own death.
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
L is cursed by his own death note.
Like it's beating him down for however long.
That's why he knows how people that have a death note act.
Nailing it. Join us next week.
Yeah, on that note, I got you. I'm on to you.
Suggestions for giveaway stuff. Thank you.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Rad.